What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Monday, August 28th, 2023. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get into the home run prop action for Monday. Finish the week on an absolute banger. I know I give out a ton of home run props on the show. People are going to be like, oh, you gave out so many. Of course you're going to hit as many as you do. You can put as many, you can cover 35 numbers on a roulette table. There's always a chance that one could come out that you lose everything on. There are also days where, we spray a lot of home run props and the guys that you don't necessarily think are going to hit come through. But yesterday was not the case for us. We had a nice day with the home run props. Managed to cash a total of 10 home run prop winners on the show yesterday. Even had a couple more in leans in that Astros game that came through. I believe Kyle Tucker and Martin Maldonado both came through, and I was leaning towards them. So, if you count those, that's 12. I don't. I'm still sticking with 10. But again, a great day at the home run props yesterday. Hoping to carry that forward into today. I will be fully transparent with you guys. Don't love today's home run prop action. Only a few games I was able to key in on. So what I did was, instead of trying to just throw out plays for the sake of throwing out plays in games that I really just don't like home run props in, maybe live to fight another day for tomorrow. But we're still going to give out some home run props today. We're going to key in on about 5 games that I do like for some home runs, and I do have a home run prop parlay / round robin. So we're going to sort of go through that. People are still asking me, what is a round robin? How do you do a round robin? Can you show me what it looks like? I'll do that for you at the end of the show, as I do have a 3-leg parlay that I'm going to put a couple bucks on in round robin. But before we get into that, I want to remind everybody, these home run props are still very high risk, high reward. They are not plays that I recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. They are just plays that are there to have some fun with on the side for some pizza money or some coffee money. Nothing to go too crazy over. I give out a lot of home run props in these shows. You don't have to play everything I give out. But anything you do take from here, I do recommend just playing straight up as a single bet. But like I said, I do know that some people like to parlay these home run props. So if it's within your means, I do recommend the round robin. And again, at the end of the show, or when we do our parlay, I will show everybody basically how that breaks down. Most sports books will have that option for you. But in the event that you can't, because say you have 2 players in the same game or something like that, I'll show you how you can do it yourself. It will take a little bit of extra work. And yes, it's going to drive up the cost of your initial bet. But like I said, long term, how many times we all had that 2 or 3 leg parlay that have almost come through, but because we didn't have the round robin in effect, we didn't get paid on that when we hit 2 out of 3. So definitely something worth looking into. But let's take a look at the home run props that we did hit on Sunday. Like I said, it was a really good day for them, and I don't have the graphics for you, but I'm gonna just put it out here. You can see here all the plus money winners we had. Mookie Betts, Adam Duvall, Kyle Schwarber, George Springer, Vladdy, Yainer Diaz, Jorge Soler, Teoscar Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez, Marcelo Ozuna. A lot of plus money in that plus 390 to 400 range and higher. We've also, like I said, even if you give me Kyle Schwarber at plus 290, for me, that's a victory in itself, considering a lot of times we'll see Schwarber in the low 200s. So, yeah, you can see here a lot of plus money. If you had a number of these, and if you even had some of these parlayed up, congratulations. We had a great day with those. But again, we move on to Monday's action. Today is a new day, and I just spoiled the first game. But anyways, we'll get back to it in a sec. But I want to remind everybody, I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comments below. Do you like the angle I took on these games? Do you not like the angle? Do you have player props of your own? Maybe I didn't touch on a game that you like, and you have picks from that one. Let me know. But again, I ask, if you're going to do that, drop them in the comment section below and do so before the games start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team here at Pickdawgz. One team, one goal. And that goal every single day is to get us paid. And the goal remains the same, whether it's spread, money line, player props, and totals. We're going to crush the books, and we're going to crush them every single day, make them beg for mercy. But let's get into the home run prop action for Monday. And you probably saw the first game already. First game we're going to go with is this matchup between the Tigers and the Yankees. For the Tigers against Luis Severino, Severino has allowed 9 home runs and giving up a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts. Kerry Carpenter, is who I'm going to go with here. Carpenter, 4 home runs, 5 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching with a .345 batting average. I'm going to take Kerry Carpenter. And I'm also going to take Spencer Torkelson, a homer and 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties with a .308 batting average. On the other side, for the New York Yankees against Reese Olson, Not many Yankees I've been tailing lately, but the Yankees have been picking up the offense here and there. I'm gonna go with DJ LeMahieu. He's got 3 homers with a 296 average against righties in the last 10 days. Kyle Higashioka homered yesterday. I'm gonna take another shot on him here. Actually, DJ LeMahieu homered as well, but Higashioka 2 home runs with a 333 average against righties in the last 10 days, and we usually get some decent value with Higashioka whenever he pops up on the board. And I'm gonna roll with Anthony Volpe as well. He's got 2 home runs, 3 extra base hits in the last 10 days against right-handed pitching. So I'm going to take Anthony Volpe for a home run in this one. Now moving on to this match between the Phillies and the Angels, I'm going to go straight Phillies here, and I'm going to go Phillies heavy. For the Phillies against Lucas Giolito, just hasn't looked comfortable since being traded to the Angels. 7 home runs allowed in 5 starts since being traded to LA. And I'm going to go back to the well with Kyle Schwarber here. He's got 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits with a 318 average against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days. I'm also going to take Bryce Harper, who's got 2 homers and 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righty with a 450 average. Trey Turner hitting 300 with 3 homers and 5 extra base hits against righties. Jake Cave, 2 homers, 4 extra base hits last 10 days against righties with a 250 average. Nick Castellanos, same boat, 2 home runs, 4 extra base hits against righties, 250 average. And Bryson Stott, a guy we normally get some decent value with, he's got a 296 average with 2 homers, 3 extra base hits last 10 days against righties as well. Now moving on to this next matchup between the Orioles and the White Sox. I'm going to go with a couple of Orioles here against Michael Kopech, who's allowed 28 home runs this season, one of the highest totals allowed by any starting pitcher in baseball this season. He's also given up 10 home runs in his last 7 starts, 2 home runs or more in 3 of those 7 outings. I'm going to go with Gunnar Henderson here. He's hitting .438 with 2 homers, 4 extra base hits last 10 days against righties. Also taking Anthony Santander he's hitting .385 with 3 homers against right-handed pitching in the last 10 days. I also lean towards Adley Rutschman in that game as well. Now going on to this match between the Astros and the Red Sox. High-profile game with some playoff implications here. For the Red Sox against righty Christian Javier, who has a lot of home run in 6 of his last 7 starts and 7 home runs total. 20 homers allowed this season. Got to go with Adam Duvall here. He's got 4 home runs, 8 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties with a .412 batting average. Also going to roll with Alex Verdugo, who's hitting .341 with 2 homers, 6 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. Rafael Devers, who sat yesterday, but he is still hitting .417 with 2 homers, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties. And Justin Turner, a .323 average with 2 homers last 10 days against right-handed pitching as well. I also lean towards Connor Wong in that game. On the other side for the Houston Astros, I'm going to go with Chas McCormick against Chris Sale. Lefty Chas McCormick hitting well against lefties right now, .333 average with 2 homers in the last 10 days. Also taking Alex Bregman. He's 7 for 10 with a home run and 3 extra base hits in the last 10 days against lefties, as well as Martin Maldonado, 4 for 9 with 2 homers, 3 extra base hits the last 10 days against lefties as well. So give me Martin Maldonado there. I think I realized now, I don't think it was Martin Maldonado that homered yesterday. Pretty sure the lean that we had that hit was Mauricio Dubon. Sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to count it, and I'm not, but that's just something that if I didn't correct myself, it would have stuck with me. So I believe it was Mauricio Dubon that hit the home run there. But anyways, move on. Kyle Tucker is going to be my lean for this game as well for the Astros in this one. And our last game that we're going to look at, our last single game for the Brewers and Cubs matchup, we're going to go with for the Cubs against lefty Wade Miley. He's got a lot of home run in 3 straight starts. I'm going to go with Cody Bellinger against lefties in the last 10 days. Bellinger hitting .429 with 2 extra base hits. And Heimer Candelario has a home run, 2 extra base hits of his own in the last 10 days against lefties as well. On the other side for the Brewers against Jameson Taillon, he's allowed a home run in 5 straight starts. Willy Adames is going to be a play here. He's hit 3 home runs with a .333 average against righties in the last 10 days. William Contreras, he's got 2 homers, 4 extra base hits in the last 10 days against righties with a .400 average. And Carlos Santana, who's got the same 2 homers, 4 RBIs last 10 days against righties with a .273 average of his own. Now, I also want to put this out there that I would be all over the Mariners against the Oakland A's. But at the time this video is being recorded, there was no starting pitcher announced for the Oakland A's. Potentially a bullpen game here for Oakland. But a lot of the usual suspects would be in play for me here for the Mariners. Guys like Cal Raleigh, Teoscar Hernandez, Julio Rodriguez. And for Oakland, you're looking at Zach Geloff, Brent Rooker as well. But anyways, we'll move into our home run prop parlay. Like I said, it is a 3-leg parlay for today, and it's going to be names that you heard mentioned on the show already. But we're going to start things off, and I'll move into it right here. Let me just get it all squared up for you guys. We're going to move into this one. It's going to be JT Realmuto at plus 430. Kerry Carpenter of the Detroit Tigers at plus 525. And Anthony Santander of the Baltimore Orioles at plus 350. Now let's start with JT Realmuto. He's been striking out a fair bit as of late, but he is still one of the better righty-on-righty hitters in this Philadelphia lineup. You know, he's got a 10% barrel rate this month, and in 18 games played so far, he's hitting 288. But the thing for me with Realmuto here is just it's a matchup against Lucas Giolito, who's, like I said, just downright struggled since joining the Angels rotation. 7 home runs allowed in those 5 starts. And Giolito, he's just been giving up a lot of hard contact in his 5 starts with the Angels, a 6.67 ERA, a 12.2% barrel rate allowed, and he's, like I said, 7 home runs allowed, 27 innings pitched. Giolito's just been giving up a lot of hard contact. He struggled on the road, regardless of where he's played, whether it was in Chicago or with the Angels. So I'm going to take JT Realmuto for the first leg of the parlay. And for the other legs of the parlay, we're going to go with, well, next is going to be Kerry Carpenter, who's, like I said, has been crushing right-handed pitching as of late. 4 homers in the last 10 days against righties. Going up against Luis Severino. He's been giving up home runs like it's been going out of style. Since the beginning of July, Severino, he's allowed a home run in 8 of his 9 starts. He just threw 6 2/3 innings of 1 hit ball against the Nationals, but we know what Severino is, and it has not been good for Severino for much of the season, like I said, especially over the last couple of months. And I think Green has a chance to do some damage tonight. All 11 home runs of, not Riley Green, Kerry Carpenter, who's just been doing, like I said, been doing damage against right-handed pitching as of late. I just don't see any reason to jump off that train here against Luis Severino, who's been giving out a ton of hard contact. He's not striking guys out anymore, and he's leaving pitches up in the zone. So I'm going to go with Kerry Carpenter here as the second leg of the parlay. And the third leg of the parlay, Anthony Santander, a guy that, like, I had a hard time figuring out Santander, but the reality is he has just been sort of a righty specialist for the Baltimore Orioles for much of the season. Michael Kopech, he's been giving up home runs in bunches this season. He's sort of been in that same boat. Not as Severino, where, Severino's problems have been lately. Kopech, he kind of figured it out for a little bit, but now he's back to giving up home runs. Like I said, he's given up 28 this season. And, Santander has a home run, has a hit in 6 straight games, 3 home runs. He's as hot as any Orioles bat right now. I wouldn't be upset if you switched him out for Gunnar Henderson, but I think I'm going to go with Anthony Santander for the third leg of the parlay. Now, I'm going to show you guys the odds for the round robin. So basically what you would do for a 3-leg parlay like this is you would play the 3-leg parlay and say you're a $5 bettor, you put $5 on this. But then you also put $5 on each of the combinations of 2. So $5 on the combination of Realmuto and Carpenter, $5 on Realmuto and Santander, and $5 on Carpenter and Santander. What that's going to do is, yes, if you're not following along, or it doesn't take a math major to figure out, instead of the bet originally being $5 just for a 3-leg parlay, now you have 4 different parlays, so it would be $20 each. You don't have to play the same amount on everything. Just that's how I operate, me personally. And what's going to happen is, if you hit 2 out of 3, you still have a lot of profit coming back your way. You still make a fair bit of money, and that's where I'm going to show you where the breakdowns of the round robins happen. If you hit that parlay of JT Realmuto and Kerry Carpenter, you're getting a parlay that's around plus 3,200. $1 is going to pay you $32.13. 5 is going to pay you $160.63, and $10, $321.30. If you hit the combo of Realmuto and Santander, it's your lowest payout of the 3, but you're still getting almost plus 2,300 back. $1 is going to pay you $22.85. 5 is going to pay you $114.25. 10 is going to pay you $228.50. And then if you hit Kerry Carpenter and Anthony Santander, you kind of middle out. 27 plus 27.13 on the parlay. So $1 is going to pay you $27.13. 5 is going to pay you $135.63, and $10 is going to pay you $271.30. But here's the beauty of this round robin. If you manage to hit all 3 parlays, or excuse me, all 3 legs of the parlay, not only do you get paid on that 3-leg parlay, but you also get paid out on each combination of 2 as well. So you just hit 4 parlays in one bet. So you can see here, the 3-leg parlay, it's around a plus 14,800 parlay. $1 is going to pay you $148.09. 5 is going to pay you $740.45, and 10 is going to pay you $14.0890. But if you do that parlay and round robin everything by twos, even if you're a $1 better, the bet's going to be $4 in total. You're going to make $222 on the payout. $5, which is what I know a lot of people bet on these home run props. For $20 total bet, over $1,000, over $1,100 on the take back. If you bet $10 on each one, $40 total bet's going to pay you over $2,200. So you can see what the benefit is of having the round robin is. Like I said, yes, it's going to drive up the cost of the bet, but long term, for preservation's sake, to say that if you hit 2 out of 3, you still win something. I think it's definitely worth paying up for. But again, we'll just show you the recap of the home run parlay. JT Realmuto at plus 430, Kerry Carpenter at plus 525, and Anthony Santander at plus 350. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Up over 138,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have done it without your guys' love and support, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. Also, make sure that you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. Today's a perfect day. Thankfully, we only have evening prime action, so I was able to wait a little bit and get the latest and most up-to-date information for you guys. But I can't always do this, and sometimes we do have a little bit of afternoon baseball, and sometimes by the end of our morning show, when this video is released, it does cut it a little bit close between when the video is released and first pitch of the opening game. But if you have those notifications on, you get notified as soon as this content drops, and you get to get those best bets in. If you're looking for my best bets, though, my best bets of the day, you can head on over to Pickdawgz Premium and find them there by clicking the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. And also, I can't stress this enough, check out our betting tools at Pickdawgz, the sports chat place. They're 100% free. They're there for you to use. They will do the heavy lifting for you. There's everything there. There's player props. There's, if you like betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool. There's multiple parlay builders if you're a parlay bettor. These betting tools are, they benefit everybody. We're all different in what we like to bet, but the one thing that unites us all is how much we like to make money. And if you have those those betting tools in your back pocket, they're a great thing to have, as they're going to show you which sports books give you the best price, and line shopping is key in sports betting now. And the books can't take that advantage away from you. Your ability to shop lines, find the best possible number. If you're not a customer with the book that's giving you the best price with the betting tools, you sign up, you get a sportsbook bonus offer, and hey, you get a free bonus to play that best price as well. So definitely make sure those betting tools are something that you're taking advantage of and using on a daily basis. But again, thank you so much for watching. Let's crush the books on Monday.